No, boy. It is Joinen, and I am the most popular girl in school because of my clothes, obviously. What? Why? What did you think it was? It's definitely my clothes. You can tell. These threads, they impress. No, actually, the story isn't my story. The story is my story animated. Not, it's about the person who tells the story. It's an animated story, and that's, let me show you.
As I entered the classroom, I could feel everyone's eyes scanning me from head to toe, and I felt like an alien. Had I walked into New York Fashion Week, all the girls were so dressed up and fancy, and here I was in my farm girl overalls.
I love a good accent. Here I was. This is the good stuff. I hate the voice acting already. Dude, we came to complete opposite conclusions.
The teacher asked me to introduce myself, and I pushed my hair back nervously. Hi, my name is Jenny, and I just moved.
Jenny? Jenny? I love you, Jenny. No, I don't know you yet, but continue.
Moved here from Texas. I could see a few kids snickering at my accent. A pretty blonde girl smiled at me and said,
Not me. I was not snickering. I, for one, am, first of all, here to say, I enjoy the accent. I did say that.
"Were you raised on a farm, Jenny? Were you friends with the cows and the horses?"
Why, yes, I was.
Yeah, actually I was.
Oh.
I really miss my pals already. When I saw more kids laughing, I realized they were just making fun of me. What was so funny about being friends with animals?
Loser zone. Yeah, but what do you expect when you sit in the literal loser zone, you know? People gonna make fun of you. They don't understand the farm life. You and me, Jenny, we know. We know, no. Nah, I can't do it.
Let's see how well you...
Twice the larger of two numbers is 3, more than 5 times the smaller, and the sum of 4 times the larger and 3 times the smaller is 71. What are the numbers? What?
You guys remember the last lesson. Who can give me the answer for this in 5 minutes? As everyone frantically scribbled away on their notebooks, I raised my hand after 30 seconds.
I know this. We studied this. Me and the cows on the farm. We studied this one. I know sums. I'll be counting sheep. I'll be counting goats. We got all sorts. We do all kinds of counting. It's kind of what farming is. It's a whole lot of counting.
I have the answer, miss. Everyone suddenly turned to look at me. The two numbers are 14 and 5. The teacher looked stunned. Well, that's quite remarkable. Can you please solve it on the board for everyone? As I walked up to the front, I stopped for a second by the blonde girl's table. Just 'cause I talk slow doesn't mean I'm stupid.
Yeah, what'd you think of that one? She's like, I literally don't care. It's a math problem. I'm cool. Yeah, you wish you didn't cut here.
Hi, I'm Jenny, and I was born and raised on a farm in Texas. And this is
Texas. I wouldn't have guessed.
the story of how I made the most popular, meanest girl in school beg me to love her. But before I continue,
oh boy, you're gonna have to subscribe.
can subscribe. Later that day in the cafeteria, I walked around cluelessly with my lunch tray. People in the city seemed a lot more unfriendly than back home. I decided to go to the bathroom and...
Is this 2 in a row farming ones? Or did we do one in between? We did a farming one very recently. Is this the new, like, My Story animated meta? They've moved on a little bit from family ones, and now it's all about just farm girls.
eat alone when someone called out to me. Hey, Jenny, come join us. It was
I don't know. What, you expect me to believe that you think I'm cool now just because I got 2 numbers in math right? Okay.
that girl from my class. I reluctantly walked over, and she introduced herself as Katie and her friend as Amanda. I didn't mean to make fun of you, Jenny. I think you're absolutely adorbs, and you should hang out with us. We're the most popular girls in school. We'll help you fit right in.
All right. Sweet deal. Yeah, let's do it.
Really surprised, but also uber grateful that someone wanted to be friends with me. so I started hanging out with them. And she wasn't lying when she said she was the most popular girl in school.
Yeah, that we not like, does this not mean girls?
Thing Katie wore or did became an instant fashion trend. One day, she came to school wearing a ridiculous hat, saying it was all the rage in Europe. And the next day, everyone was wearing the most abnormal hats I'd ever seen.
I don't know, I think they're pretty fashionable. Maybe she just knows what she's talking about.
Another time, she broke the heel of her shoe and was seen walking around the corridor wearing only one. And the next thing I knew, everyone was going around wearing only one shoe.
Now that is clout. That is serious influence. You know how people like to call YouTubers influencers? Nah. She's got influence.
These city people were so weird. Everyone was just nicer to me now that I was by Katie's side. I was getting invited to parties all the time, and I was always getting compliments on my wardrobe, picked out by Katie, of course.
Never heard it pronounced like that before. Like someone actually pronouncing it. The full word, wardrobe. Never received so many compliments on my wardrobe.
I was doing really well in my classes too. In fact, the math teacher put me in the advanced class.
I would be asking some questions. Doesn't seem like math. In fact, the math teacher put me in his advanced class. Yeah, it's this weird thing, like during lunchtimes when everyone else is out. I'm just going to this one room and he just puts me on a treadmill. If I would be asking like, hey, hold up, where's the math?
And urged me to join the Mathletes competition. It'll look so good on your college applications. But Katie was horrified when I told her, ew, that's social suicide, babe. And boys don't ask out nerds. True
though. Guys don't like girls with brains.
That was sad news for me, because I really had my heart set on one cute jock in our class, Alex. Every time he smiled at me, I had butterflies in my stomach.
Nah, gotta pack it up. You can't be good at math, but also be getting with heartthrob Alex. That ain't gonna work. But it is gonna work. It's just gonna take this whole like little dance that you gotta do where you're like, oh, sorry, I'm not good at maths and everything. And then he's all like, oh, blah, blah. And then there's like a back and forth and everything. And then it's all like, he's actually, I'm only interested in girls who are good at math. And then she's like, wait, no, I am good at math. Let me prove it.
But I didn't want him to think I was some geek, so I didn't join the Mathletes. Besides, with my busy social life and tutoring Katie and Amanda after school, I really didn't have too much time.
Why do they need to be tutored?
My place, and I'd gone downstairs to grab some snacks. When I came back, I heard them saying something that made me stop in my tracks. Ugh, Katie, how long do we have to hang out with this loser?
No! I thought we were friends!
Shut up, Amanda. She's practically doing all of our math assignments right now. Do you want to fail math again? My dad will kill me if I do. We need the lame farm girl.
I see. They need that lame farm girl because Dad angry.
Flung open the door to my room. I'd rather be a lame farm girl any day than a two-faced, backstabbing city witch.
City what?
Get out of my room before I kick your skinny little butt. Jenny, come on. We were just kidding. Get out now. I took all the clothes and shoes she'd picked out for me and dumped them in a large garbage bag. I was so stupid for trying to fit in and being like her. Just then, I noticed that something was missing from my shelf. Oh, no. Feeling panic, I looked for it everywhere. In my
not a math textbook.
Drawers, under my pillow, under the bed. I turned my whole room upside down and I couldn't find it. Oh my God, this was the worst thing that could have happened to me. Katie had stolen my diary.
Oh, diary. No, you definitely don't want, not in the hands of Katie.
I was sweating bullets thinking about what she'd do with it. Just then, I got a message from her with a...
I was sweating bullets, but I dodged the one that was not as much sweat as was lead. Don't worry, I got another one. I got another song as well coming up. That'll be real relevant soon.
Picture from my diary. I lost my heart to a city lad smiles.
A city lad smiles? Oh, dang! Yeah! Girl, you got them words. Alex, though, definitely a heartthrob.
Alex, your blue eyes are so...
They always, like, Make them look like the most generic guy. I'll tell you, he was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. And then it's just Alex.
Oh, divine. You look at me and give me butterflies. Send me shooting straight to cloud 9. Let's meet tomorrow for lunch as usual. Shall we? This girl was pure evil. The next day when I met her and Amanda at lunch, I really wanted to throw my tray at her smug face. Katie, I want my diary back. Babe.
Katie, give me my diary back. Girl, you think farm girl don't know how to throw some hands? I got some bad news for you.
Babe, of course I'll give it back. You just have to do one little thing for me. I want you to steal the final math exam. My jaw dropped open. Are you...
One last job. If this is what it was going to take to get free of Katie, then this is what I had to do. One last job.
crazy? I won't do that. Her face looked really menacing. Oh, yes, you will, if you don't want posters of your little love poem everywhere. There's only a week left, and I can't study for it.
Dude, it's cute, though. You be proud of those poetic words, hun. You got it. Alex, he's gonna see them words and be like, oh, dang. Yeah, girl. Yeah, nothing to worry about.
I need you to steal it tonight. Amanda will go with you.
Nah. What's with the perspective here? That bookshelf stripping me out.
You. Of course, Katie. I'll just go steal the key from the principal's office from his secretary's desk, and we'll sneak into his office at night. Easy peasy. Seriously?
The principal keeps keys to the test.
Earl would jump off a bridge if Katie told her to. My stomach churned at the idea of breaking so many rules, but I really didn't have a choice if I didn't want to be utterly humiliated. That night, as we snuck into the school and headed to
Yeah, there was no choice. There was no other option. Simply must break into the school at night.
the principal's office, I felt absolutely terrified. But Amanda was in her element. She confidently unlocked the door and we crept in. She headed straight for the file cabinet and told me to hold up the torch while she looked for the paper. Just
Yeah, well, you got the easy job. You're just holding the torch.
then, we heard some noise outside and we both froze. We heard footsteps coming close.
Oh, it actually is Ginny. I thought it was just the... That's it. Okay. Well, you give us such an accent, such a strong accent, and then it's, hey, hello, my name's Jenny. We're going to assume the name is Jenny.
Sir, I instantly switched off the torchlight and dragged Amanda behind the big desk. As the door slowly creaked open, I closed my eyes and started praying to all the gods.
It was Slender Man.
This was it. I would be expelled. My parents would disown me. My life would be ruined. Whoever had opened the door suddenly
I'd have to go back to farming.
closed it, and I let out a huge sigh of relief. And then we heard the lock click. Oh my God, I left the key in the door. It's probably that creepy
Frankenstein. It's probably Frankenstein's monster.
janitor who lives here. What are we gonna do now? I completely lost it. Oh, we're just gonna have to wait till morning for the principal to find us here and expel us.
Yep. Sleep over at the principal's office.
You know who gets to save her butt? Katie. Your best friend is a bully who doesn't care about you or anyone, Amanda. Friends
Truth
don't
bombs.
get friends into trouble. That's not true. You're
the most
just
part.
jealous. Oh yeah? Then why didn't she come with us and sent you instead? I'll tell you why. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't care.
About time you realized. No. It's because there's a classic trope here. You got the big bad main girl, and then the one that follows around. Nah, you gotta be set free. It always happens. You do get set free, and then you join the other tribe, and you become one of the nice ones.
Amanda stared at me silently for a moment. You're right. Katie really only does care about herself, and she's not even nice to me. I'm such an idiot. Listen to me, Amanda. We're not stealing anything. We have to figure a way out of here, and then we can deal with Katie together, okay? We tried opening
Okay.
the window, but it
Let's
wouldn't
do
budge.
this.
Suddenly, Amanda pulled at my hair. Ow! What was that for? Nothing. I just needed this hairpin. Why didn't you tell me you were wearing one? And with that, she marched towards the door and
Yeah, what's with Amanda like knowing how to break into places and pick locks with a single hairpin, no less. Just one.
started tinkering with the lock. That stuff only works in movies. Just then, the lock clicked and the door opened. Amanda turned to me and grinned. Let's get out of here. The next morning, Katie was waiting for us at the bleachers for the math paper, and we certainly had one.
The bleachers? I feel like bleachers is one of those like really American words. I feel like you'd never heard it in a classic, Australian situation. I don't even really know what it means.
For her. You see, Amanda and I had spent the
Maybe it's her hobby. What, breaking and entering?
whole night making one up. I handed the exam to her and said, "Now can I have my diary back, please?" "Not so fast. You're going to help me solve the paper and learn all the answers. You'll get the diary right after the exam." I'd kinda expected that, so it was time for me and Amanda to launch part 2 of our revenge program. She would follow Amanda secretly and find some dirt on her, and she would catch it on camera. I helped her prep for the exam all week, while Amanda hung out with her as usual, acting completely normal. One evening, Amanda turned up at my house looking super excited. I got it. I caught her on camera. I watched
her in 4K. This is how we do it.
The video of Katie sneaking into an empty classroom, and minutes later, a boy showed up. I recognized him as Katie's boyfriend's best friend, and then the two of them started making out. Seriously, this girl was just the worst. On the day of the math exam,
Katie,
just before it was about to start, Katie winked at me. Wish me luck. Not that I need it. I grinned as I got the math
and this is gonna be a classic stitch up
paper and started working on it. Oh boy, this was gonna be so much fun. As soon as it ended and we all went out, Katie came charging towards me like a mad bull. She grabbed me by the arm and dragged me to an empty classroom. "What did you do?" I didn't know a single answer on the exam paper.
Amanda is actually more interesting than Ginny. They picked the wrong main character.
Are you crazy? You made me fail the final. I'm going to completely ruin you. Not if we ruin you first. We turned around to see Amanda walk in. "What are you talking about, stupid? This is your fault too. You couldn't even steal the right exam." "Oh yes, I could. I just didn't. And this is what I'm talking about." And she thrust her phone.
This is what I'm talking about. And then she turned on some sick music and started doing a TikTok dance.
Phone in Katie's hands and played the video. Katie's eyes went wide in horror as she watched herself. Amanda quickly snatched the phone from her before she could smash it into a wall. "Give my diary back, Katie, or this video is going to be making all the social media rounds in no time."
All the social media rounds. This video is going to be making all the social media rounds. It's written by a boomer for sure.
"And everyone will know you're a cheater."
Cheater. Best friend eater.
When will she make her jealous with her sick clothing style?
I think it already happened. I think that was the part where like she got some nice clothes gifted to her. Honestly, I think that was the only part that relates to the title.
Frustration, and took the diary out of her bag and threw it at me. Also, you just lost the only real friend you had. Being pretty or fashionable means nothing if you're a jerk on the inside. You're always going to end up alone. And with that, I put an arm through Amanda's and we walked out of the classroom.
Katie, don't cry. I know. You're trying your hardest. And the hardest part is letting go of the night. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I said I had another song and had to wait for the moment where it was relevant.
I was done trying to be anyone but me. I joined the mathletes and actually won the competition for the school for the first time in years.
Jenny. And Alex lived it, I am sure. Alex was like, "Dang, yeah, sign me up for a nerd." Right? What was the deal with the love interest? Does that actually ever come up? We have like 20 seconds left of this video.
I'm friends with all the math nerds now. We're a pretty cool bunch. Oh, and on Valentine's Day, I wrote my lame love poem to Alex on a card and asked him out. We've been dating for 2 months now.
Oh, good. Jace really came in there at the last second. There was literally 3 seconds left. And we've been dating for like a few months now. Woo, they really speedrun the endings of these. Ah, gosh. This sounds strikingly similar to the movie Mean Girls. What? My Story Animated would never take very strong inspiration from a movie that already exists. They've never ever done that. Anyway, if you have never ever copped some of the lemon cotton merch, you should. It's down in the description below. It's got a cute little lemon cotton on it. Also, if you've never ever followed me on Twitch, maybe you should give that a go. I stream these live. I film these live. Over there on Twitch. You can be part of the chat that's going on right there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.